Ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? The spooky season is continuing. It has been upon us this whole time. Praise be to specifically the guy who made a haunted house a little bit nicer for everyone. That's the propaganda that I'm going to be spewing today. Welcome to another game of Duskmourn. This is our Brews game, where we have decided to pick some legendary creatures from the main set that really spoke to us or felt interesting, and we decided to build some stuff to try to beat other people with these spooky, scary skeletons. Jerry, maybe notwithstanding.
I'm terrified.
You know what isn't terrifying? Our channel sponsor, GameGenic. Thank you to GameGenic for outfitting us with everything that you see here. The sleeves, the deck boxes, our mats, all the stuff that you see behind us. Really high quality products. Thank you very much to GameGenic. And if you've never heard of GameGenic, you should go check them out and see for yourself just how high quality the products are. Thank you once again also to Wizards of the Coast for sending us this product early so that we can get this to you as fast as humanly possible. It is a great honor and tons of fun for us to be able to do that. As mentioned, this is our Brews episode. We do have more than 4 brews, and we're going to try to give them a little bit more time in the sun for the ones that maybe don't get a chance to do something, or just have a bad rollout, or maybe are a little bit slower. So the winner of this game is actually going to be left out for the next game, and then we're going to be having a championship of the decks that win later on. So we're going to have we're going to show off all of the brews, and then the best of the best from these games are going to be going on to the finals to see who is truly the spookiest, scariest, skeletoniest of them all. One final shout out before we get into it. Thank you once again to Burrito Splendido for feeding the Spikes. We have not gotten to lunch yet, but the food is upstairs, and I am very excited. I'm very excited. I am not going to be going first, but I am Bill. And just to keep this keep this as smooth as possible, I'm going to be playing Valgavoth, Terror Eater. I am excited to be eating my opponent's stuff. Valgavoth is a 9-mana 9/9 and is the big bad of the Duskmourn plane. Flying, lifelink, and ward. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. He cares a lot about permanents being put, or I think just cards. Yeah, if a card would be put into my opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if I didn't control it, it gets exiled, and then those cards that get exiled, I can pay life to cast them. So I'm hopefully going to be able to mill you guys or make you discard so that I can then steal your stuff and do the things that you have so graciously donated to me.
Like a weird reverse Halloween.
Hi, Jerry here. I'm playing Kona Rescue Beastie, otherwise known as my bestie. Kona Rescue Beastie. You see what? So they are a mono green deck that allows me to play really big things, basically from the commander themselves. So they read at the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue Beastie is tapped, put a permanent card into play. So I'm just going to try to get a lot of big permanents in my hand, and that second main phase comes, bam, right into play.
Bam. Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah.
Bam.
Hello, everybody. I'm Madison. I am playing the spookiest deck of them all today. I am playing the Jolly Balloon Man.
That doesn't sound spooky.
It's
he
a
sounds
clown,
happy.
And clowns are pretty creepy. So this deck is a Boros modular tokens deck. So it sounds like I'm going to be attacking my opponents and sending in the clowns.
Well, that's a good.
And winning the game.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jan, and today I will be playing Marina Vendrell. And I'm just gonna kick in doors. It's an Enchantress deck using the new room cards. They come in, they have 2 doors. When you cast one door is unlocked, and then you can pay to unlock the second one as a sorcery. However, Marina's like, nah, just open that door. Or close the door if it's too scary. There's a balloon man on the other side, you close that door. If there's a rescue bestie, maybe just open the door. Who knows? Also, when she enters the battlefield, you get to reveal the top 7 cards from your library, and you get all your enchantments into your hand. So that's also where the Enchantress comes in. And yeah, hopefully there might be a room that just is like, we're out of here. We win. We're done. No more rooms. But we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to play this game. So let's break into our Squire Pluses. Maddie will be going first.
Are you ready?
No.
Oh, Mind Freak. I will draw a card. Play a Plains. And play a Soul Ring.
Oh my.
Wow, pass.
Heavens to Betsy. Well, I will start with a tapped plains that is also a swamp forest. The Indrotha Triome. And then I'll pass turn.
All right, I'll draw. That's not exactly what I wanted to see, but I am gonna take after Maddie here. I'm gonna go Swamp, Soul Ring, Codex Shredder, and then I will pass.
This is your fault.
Untap upkeep, draw.
Can I just scoop in response? It's
You
okay.
didn't play your
I'll
Soul
go eat
Ring.
lunch.
You wouldn't have.
Myriad Landscape tapped, and Paradise Mantle.
Oh my
Pass
goodness.
the turn.
It's kind of a Soul Ring.
That is
Kind of.
kind of a
Untap
combo
and
piece.
draw. Play planes. I'm going to cast an Arcbound Mouser. So it has
Ooh.
lifelink and modular 1. So it comes in with a 1/1 counter on it. When it dies, I can move that counter to something else. Pass the turn.
I will untap and I will draw. I'm going to play this Exotic Orchard, and then I will cast my Soul Ring, which is an Arcane Signet. And then I'll pass.
I'm gonna Codex Shredder myself.
Oh,
I will mill a swamp. All right,
good.
then untap, upkeep, draw. Maybe should have milled somebody else because I'm just gonna play this Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree, and unfortunately miss my land drop and pass the turn.
Hey!
Untap upkeep, draw. That's a very Jerry move of you.
I idolize you.
That's a sub. You could choose a lot better idols just sitting at this table, bud. Survivor's Encampment. I'm going to tap 2 colorless because we don't need green in a green deck. Reckoner Bank Buster, and just play with 3 charge counters on it. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw a card. I'm going to play a mountain. And I'm going to cast the Jolly Balloon Man.
Oh no.
So it has haste. And I can spend 1, tap, and create a token that's a copy of another creature I control, except it's a 1/1 red balloon. And I have a mana floating, so I am going to do that. Boop. It's a balloon. The balloon is going to be this, so it comes in with a counter, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
This is Bill, and this is Jerry.
Oof. I will take 2 damage.
Oh, modular.
All right. So at the end of my turn, I'll sacrifice this one. I'm just going to put the counter onto this, and then I will end my turn.
Nice. Untap. Draw. Soul Ring. Nope. I'm going to play this Plains. I'm going to tap for a blue, and I'm going to cast Inquisitive Glimmer. So it is a 2/3 enchantment creature Fox Glimmer. That enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast, and unlock costs I pay cost 1 less. Then I will add a green. Oh, Jerry can't even make green.
I can't make green.
Okay, I'll add a green from this. I'm going to black. And I'm going to cast Enchantress Presence. So whenever I cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. I'll pass.
End of your turn. I'm gonna mill Jerry for 1, please.
Elven Chorus down.
That was a good one.
I will untap. Upkeep, nothing. Draw. I'll play this Swamp. I think I'm gonna just start things off by being a little cheeky. Let's activate this Realm Breaker. I'm gonna target Jerry. So
Well, I don't know what that does.
target opponent mills 3 cards, and then I put a land card from their graveyard onto the battlefield. Tapped under my control, it gains basically gets a finality counter. If this would be if it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else.
Mill 3.
Yes.
So Eldamri, Forest, and Soul Ring.
All right. I get this forest tapped. It dies instead of dying or something. Then I'm just going to play this Eye Collector. It's a 1/1 with flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard.
My goodness.
I will pass to Jerry.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Forest and pass the turn. Yep.
Whoa.
His Soul Ring got milled.
Untap everything. Draw a card. Play a mountain. And I'm going to play Arcbound Tracker for 3 mana. So it has modular 2. It comes in with 2 counters. And it has Menace. Whenever I cast a spell other than my first spell each turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on that. I'm going to spend 1 and activate Jolly Balloon Man. Make another one of these. Boop. Comes in with 2 counters. I will go to combat. Are you trying to nose game?
I don't know what I'm doing.
So this one can attack. Oh, this one can't attack. This one can attack Jan. This one can attack Jerry. And that's it.
I'll take 3.
I'll take 2.
And I will
37.
gain 2. And I will go to my end step, sacrifice this,
Jan, what are you at, sorry?
37.
put the counters on this.
Yeah, Jan's at 37.
No. don't think Madison has to do anything else this game.
I just have to attack.
Draw this card. I'll play a mountain. And I think, if I did my math correctly, I can cast Marina. Because I can go blue, black, green, red, white.
Yep.
In some order.
You're good.
Trigger. I'm going to reveal top 7. I'm going to put all enchantment cards into my hand, and the rest go on the bottom in a random order. Not an enchantment. Enchantment. Not an enchantment. Enchantment. I'm doing this. Not an enchantment. Enchantment. Oh.
No.
So glad.
And last one, enchantment.
Wow.
So I got
That's a lot.
3 enchantments.
Well, 5 mana, 3/5, draw 3.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And after that, I don't really think I can attack anyone, so I won't. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Jan, I'm going to mill you for 1. Spreading the love.
Rejuvenating Springs.
All right, I'm going to untap. Then upkeep, no triggers, draw a card. We're ramping, folks. I'll play the Swamp. I'm going to activate Realm Breaker, targeting Jan. Please mill 3.
Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Plea for Guidance, and a room. Underwater tunnel / slimy aquarium.
I'm going to take your Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
That's fair.
I'm going to tap 4 to play Whip of Erebos.
It's a pretty good.
Whip
Oh.
and Snap.
Watch me whip.
I will not. In fact, for that, I'm going to move to combat and attack you with this Eye Collector for 1 with flying.
Wow, that's fair.
Down to 36.
Each player mills 1. I will also gain 1 from Eye Collector, thanks to the lifelink from Whip of Erebos, so I'll go to 39.
Jared, do you have lifelink?
No, I have no creatures.
Good.
Then I'm just going to pass the turn over to Jerry.
In your end step, I'm going to activate my Myriad Landscape. Would you believe me if I told you off this Myriad Landscape, it's forest and it forest. Upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a forest and do the thing. I'm going to attempt to cast Kona Rescue Bestie. Awesome. I'm going to crew my Reckoner Bankbuster.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Move to combat. Maddie, you swung at me, so I'm going to swing 4 at you.
I don't remember attacking you.
My life total tells me otherwise.
Okay.
Please take 4.
I go to 41.
41.
Yes. Like Madison even cares. about this
I
four
would
damage.
like to move to the beginning of my second main phase. I'm going to get a Great Henge.
That's bad.
Oh, no! Oh, God.
I'm
Into
just
more
gonna
things.
tutor. I'm gonna tutor.
Okay.
Okay, so off my Enlightened Tutor, I'm gonna put this Anointed Procession on the top of my deck. And then I'm gonna untap to start my turn.
Before we get there, I'm going to activate...
You don't have to.
I'm going to activate Codex Shredder.
Do you want to target Jerry?
Oh, that's tempting.
He's got big stuff.
Oh, sorry, misclick, Maddie.
Yeah.
All right, mill 3.
Just one.
Oh,
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Wow, thank
Singular.
you. It's so generous. I'm gonna start my turn now. I'm really happy I tutored for this card that's now in the bin.
Me too.
Really happy.
That's just a free gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where it is.
All right, I'm gonna play Adraneth Ruins, and I'm gonna cast Lizelle. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's a good card.
Lizelle. It's L-A-E, Lizelle.
Yeah.
Anyways, if I would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker I control, or on myself, I get to put that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters.
Oh my god.
We're doing it, boys! And I would like to activate the Jolly Balloon Man to make a copy of my Menace Dude. Bill.
That's
Jerry.
fair.
5?
4 Jerry.
4 Jerry and then
4 Jerry.
And then 6
6
Bill.
of
Me. Okay, I go to 30.
So you're at 33.
And
Jerry
I'm at
goes to
33.
33. This has lifelink, I will gain 4. I go to 45.
Why are you complaining about me hitting you for 4 if you just gained the 4
This
right
is
now?
getting out of hand.
Okay. All right, and then I will sacrifice my modular counters to this thing.
Put 4 counters on it.
It's 6. That's very good.
Balloons,
That's
eh?
it.
Yep.
They are
That's it.
clowns are spooky, you guys.
Okay.
Are these balloons or are these snowballs?
Who's to say?
Draw this card.
She's the type of person at a water balloon flight to freeze the water balloons.
I am. How did you know that about me? I've never even done that to you.
I'm going to play a Fabled Passage because I'm a 5-color deck. Then I'm going to crack it. Off my Fabled Passage, I said it. I'm going to get an island. Don't
That's
at
a
me.
legal. That's a legal target.
It is a legal target. I should play rooms, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I?
Play some scary. Play some scary rooms.
Can anyone tap for red?
No.
I can.
Madison. We did it. I'm going to play this Smoky Lounge unlocked. So we're going to lock the Misty Saloon. So at the beginning of my first main phase, add 2 red, spend this mana only to cast room spells and unlock doors. I'm going to trigger my Enchantress Presence because I played enchantment and I draw a card. Any effects? Any effects? Any effects?
Front doors wide open. That's it. That's all I got.
I don't get
Bill
it.
waited 45 minutes for that.
Yeah.
It was worth every second.
All right. Cool. In that case, I would like to cast another room.
Oh, I don't have a second one.
That is going to be the Funeral Room. We're going to lock the Awakening Hall. So whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Wow.
It's all good. It's all good. Nobody even do a thing. I'm going to draw a card. And then for my final trick,
Another room?
I'm going to Balloon Man. Yeah, no, it's going to be another room. This one is the Meat Locker.
That sounds terrifying.
It is. So we're going to lock this Drowned Diner. So the Meat Locker is when you unlock this door, tap up to 1 target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. And when I said the Balloon Man, I meant the Balloon Man. I would like to stun the Balloon Man for 2 turns. And then, because I've more than likely agitated Madison, I would like to activate Mariana to unlock the Misty Salon and make an XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of unlocked doors among rooms I control, which is currently 4.
Wow.
4 doors.
I am agitated.
4-door sedan over there.
So we'll get our 4/4 spirit.
Excellent.
And I think I've done a lot of things, so I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap all of my stuff, move to my upkeep. I'm just going to move directly to my combat step. And Madison, you don't have any flyers?
I sure don't.
I will attack you for 1 with this Eye Collector with lifelink.
I will go to 44.
I'm going to go to 34.
Trigger.
And it goes to 44. Trigger Eye Collector, everybody mill 1.
Forest.
Undergrowth
Plains.
Stadium.
Then, in my main phase 2, I would like to tap 7. I would like to cast Breach the Multiverse.
Oh, boy.
Each player mills 10 cards. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under my control. Then each creature I control becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types.
So mill 10?
So I will mill Scepter of Glory, Swamp, Black Market, Mindcrank, Swamp, Bloodchief Ascension, Tiny Bones, Bubbling Muck, Geth, Lord of the Vault, and Swamp.
I will be milling Forest, Lightning Greaves, Sandworm Convergence, notably not a creature.
Yeah.
Forest, Dawnglade Regent. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Forest, 3 visits. Forest, Pathbreaker Ibex, Ancient Bronze Dragon.
That's cool, Jerry.
Thanks, Jer.
I'm going to mill an Arcbound Overseer, Flame Shadow Conjuring, Mountain, Ancient Gold Dragon, Flank,
We just getting dragons?
Spectator Seating, Elegant Parlor, Fury Calm Snarl, and Swords to Plowshares. Sure could have
Great.
used that.
Yeah. I'm going to mill nothing Bill can use.
Okay.
I'm going to mill a forest, an idyllic tutor,
Can't
a
use
forest,
these. Can't use
a
these.
blasphemous act, a path of ancestry, a plains, stairs, sigil of empty throne, tarnation vista,
Oh,
skull snap. I was close.
A creature. Okay. So starting with myself, I'm going to put Geth, Lord of the Vault, into play. I'm going to choose Jerry's Dawnglade Regent. I'm going to choose most likely the Ancient Gold Dragon. That seems to be a very good one. I could pick Arcbound Overseer, I understand, but this is a 7/10.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
the only creature in my graveyard.
I'll take your Skullstab Nuisance, I suppose. And now all of my creatures are Phyrexians.
you also have an ETB trigger for my
I have an
Dawnglade.
ETB trigger from your Dawnglade Regent. I would like to become the Monarch. The Monarchy. Feels right. Okay, I have no other ETB triggers, but as long as I'm the Monarch, permanents I control have hexproof. So all this stuff is untargetable and Phyrexian I am in my main phase 2, and I have no additional mana, so I'm just going to move to the end of my turn and draw a card from the Monarchy.
Oh.
You might be.
Any other fact? Okay, I'm gonna
That's
go.
it. That's all I'm doing.
I'm moving to my turn.
Thank you for your generous donation.
All right. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you. That was a turn, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a forest. I'm then going to tap Great Henge, gaining 2 life, and a forest, so that's 3 green. And I'm going to attempt to cast a Rishgar Pima Renegade. So we're going to trigger Rishgar, +1/+1 counter on Kona, and a +1/+1 counter on Rishgar. So Rishgar also reads each creature you control with a counter on it has tap to add a green. I'm also now going to draw a card because of an ETB trigger there, and this triggers also, this gets an extra counter. I'm then going to tap... I'm going to tap to add a green. Block. Cool. And 4. And I'm going to play a Citanal Hypheria. So creatures I control have tap to add a green. A lot of tap to add greens. Trigger on ETB. Draw a card, and it gains a +1/+1 counter. I would then like to move to combat. Cool, I'm through combat. I now have my beginning of my second main phase. Oh, Kona's tapped. I'm going to put an Explumation onto the battlefield. ETB trigger from the Great Henge. ETBs with a +1/+1 counter. And I draw a card. I would like to proceed to 4th wall break and say I drew 4 lands.
Nice.
Pass the turn.
Draw a card. I don't even know what to do now. This is just like...
This doesn't untap because it has a stun counter.
Oh, you're
You
right.
take a stun
but
counter
I
off
take
it,
a stun
though.
counter off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
And
it
he's
can.
still stunned.
Yeah.
Super stunned. Not happy.
Are any of us?
No. I'm gonna tap 4 for 1,000 Moons Smithy. So when it enters the battlefield, I make a white gnome. I hope I have a white gnome. That's not white. We'll pretend. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts and/or creatures I control. Don't think attacking looks too good, so I'm gonna pass.
All right, let's untap. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
You
Draw
should
a
be.
card.
Ghosts are scary.
I will also make 2 red mana. Use this red dice in my main phase to spend on rooms. It's like a little rebate when you book at the same hotel multiple times. Give you a little discount. What I do think I will do is I will activate Marina to unlock the Drowned Diner. So when you unlock this door, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I'll play this World Tree tapped. It does some stuff. Don't worry about it. I'm going to tap a green and a white to play Jukai Naturalist. So it has lifelink, and enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast.
It's also an enchantment.
It's also an enchantment, so I'll draw a card. Well, I do not feel safe. So because I do not feel safe, I'm going to tap 3 mana, and I'm going to cast a Sphere of Safety.
Oh, that will make you safe.
I would like to be safe. Trigger my Enchantress Presence, draw a card. And then I think I just have to be extra safe. Play this Arcane Signet for white, and I will cast a Dollmaker's Shop. Locked Porcelain Gallery. So whenever 1 or more non-toy creatures I control attack a player, create a 1/1 white toy artifact creature token. Not an enchantment, artifact. Draw a card. And then I think I'm just going to move to discard and lose this 2 red mana and discard a card or 2. So the cards I'm discarding are a Cetessan Champion and a Gremlin Tamer. Then I will pass the turn.
Don't have any need to tame those gremlins. Do I want to mill anybody before my turn? I don't. I want to get value out of this in a different way. I'm going to untap everything. Draw. I'm going to start by activating Realm Breaker. I'm going to target... I haven't targeted Maddie. I'm going to target Maddie.
You're targeted.
So mill 3 cards, and then I get a land from your graveyard.
Here's one.
Oh! I think that might be... Yeah, I think I'm just going to take that Plains.
There you go.
Just nice and easy. Then... I should have technically done this first, but I'm going to pay 5 for this Sir Conrad the Grim. So whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Then I will move to combat. This spirit is flying, and also you have a sphere of safety.
I have no flyers.
Jerry, attack you for 1, and also
I was about to say,
there's like
and also Maddie, attack you for 7 with this ancient gold dragon with flying.
All right, we'll take 7.
Jerry goes to 34.
Put a 37.
Ancient gold dragon trigger. I'm gonna roll a d20 and get that many 1/1 blue fairy dragons.
ha,
Yes.
sucker.
4.
All right.
Only 4. I have 4 of them. They have hexproof and lifelink.
Thanks. Thanks, friend.
Then I haven't played a land yet, so I'm gonna play this swamp. And then I'm just gonna move to the end of my turn and draw this crown that I'm wearing.
Off the Monarch trigger, I'm going to tap to add 3 colorless and Reckoner Bank Buster. We're going to bust some banks. Draw a card. All right, I'm done.
All right, I'm just gonna swap this around. This is the amount that I have and not counters on them.
All right, can we proceed to my turn?
No.
Can we proceed to my turn?
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Untap, upkeep, draw. Look at all these. Look at all these chickens. Do you know what I think I'm not doing enough? Drawing. So I'm going to tap Kona for a green off of the Rishkar ability, not the Satanic Hierarchy beta. Sorry, that's actually 3 green because
Oh god.
3 green.
It certainly is.
I'm going to tap 3 colorless. So with my 6 mana off of the 2 permanents that I tapped, I'm going to play a Soul of the Harvest. So ETB with the Great Henge trigger gets a counter. I will then proceed to draw a card. Oh. I'm going to play this Forest as land for turn. Do you know what I need to do more of? Draw more cards. So I'm going to tap 3, 6, 9. So floating a green. I'm going to play this Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. So notably, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant enters the battlefield. Put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, we're done. Trigger gets a +1/+1 counter, and I'm going to now draw 2 cards. 1 off the Great Henge and 1 off my Soul. So you know what I haven't done enough of this game that I think I need to do more of?
Is it draw cards?
It's draw cards. So I have a green floating. 4, 7, 9. So floating again, I'm going to play a Last March of the Ents. This spell can't be countered. I'm going to draw cards equal to the greatest toughness among creatures I control, then put any number of creature cards from my hand onto the battlefield.
Okay.
So the greatest toughness currently is 13. So I'm going to draw 13 cards. I drew 1 creature.
1 creature.
I drew 1 creature.
Wow.
And I have no creatures in my hand.
But you're going to draw a card when you play your creature.
I'm going to draw 2 cards when I play this
Oh,
creature.
there you go.
So Last March of the Ents down. I'm going to put this giant Adaphage into play off this Last March of the Ents. So that's going to trigger the Great Henge and Soul of the Harvest. So gets a counter, and I will draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Do you know what I haven't done enough of this game? Draw cards. So I have this color, or this 1 green floating. I'm going to play this Sorrowly Caretaker, trigger the Great Henge, gets a counter, and I'm going to draw 2 cards off the Soul of the Harvest as well. 1, 2. Do you know what I have?
You're gonna deck yourself.
I'm going to tap Nyx Bloom. No, we're going to tap Rishkar. Nyx Bloom Ancient is nice. We're going to tap Rishkar for 3 green, and the Great Henge, now we're tapping it, so we're going to go up to 36 life and get 6 green off of it. So that's 9 green total. I'm going to use it to play a Portal to Phyrexia. So it has an ETB trigger. When Portal to Phyrexia enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures.
Cool. This and this and this, I guess. So my modular counters will move over here. I guess that's just 4. Let's go.
You're sacrificing those 3?
These 3, yeah.
I will sacrifice 3 of my fairy dragons.
I would then like to... What do you have? Okay. I'm going to tap my Soul of the Harvest to crew my Reckoner as the crew ability. So that means that can tap for mana. I'm going to tap...
Apologies. How many creatures died there?
9.
Whenever another creature dies, so each opponent takes 1 damage for each, so you all take 9.
Does that have lifelink? Does that count with the lifelink as well?
Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yes.
So you know what I haven't done enough of this game? Drawing more cards. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to play a Savala, Heart of the Wild. Trigger, it gets a counter, or sorry, she gets a counter. Trigger, draw 2 cards.
Everybody else loses an additional 3 life from this funeral room.
Oh, okay.
And I gain 3 life.
So 66.
I'm going to tap Citadel Hierophant. So using 2 of the mana and floating, I'm going to cast a Sky Shroud Claim. As an additional cost to cast this spell, I'm going to sacrifice a creature. I'm going to sacrifice this.
You're gonna
That's
cast a
Life's
Legacy.
What did I say?
Sky Shroud Claim.
Cool, that's a Life's Legacy. Pay no attention to what cards are in my hand from that. So I'm going to sacrifice this Gulta. So I'm gonna, a creature is dying, so we're each gonna lose 1 again, and Bill's gonna gain 3.
Yep.
Back to 69 for
69,
Bill.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna draw 13 cards. So with this green floating, I'm gonna play Citadel Stalwart. Trigger, it gets a counter, and I draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Move to combat. I have a 6/6 Trampler. That is somehow not good
I have
enough.
an 8/8.
Move to second main phase.
Wherever your Kona is.
Okay, my Kona is tapped. We are going to put in a Zopandrel Hunger Dominus. Trigger the Great Henge, trigger Soul of the Harvest, so it enters play with a counter, and I draw 2 cards. I would then like to move to my discard phase. We're going to keep those 7 cards, and I'm going to discard Forest, Rampant Growth, Forest, Cage Sun, Old Gnawbone, Triplicate Titan, Forest, Kodama's Reach, Nissa, Who Shakes the World, Sky Shroud Claim, Garrick, that's what it was. Garrick, Color of Beats, War Room, Zendikar Resurgent, Forest, Springleaf Drum, Lurking Predators, Forest, Essica's Chariot, Forest, Castle Greenberg, Forest, Cultivator's Caravan. Out of your turn.
All right.
I
Well, this
apologize,
is going to be a
everybody.
much faster turn than
I
yours.
tried to do that as fast as possible.
Disenchant is Nick's Boom Ancient.
I'm going to recast my commander. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to spend 1 and make 1 of these.
Hell yeah.
Atris. I could attack Jen, I
You
guess.
can't attack Jan.
You'd have to pay
This
a
kinda-
bunch.
You have to
Seriously.
pay 7.
Well, that's fine. I'm going to get 2 counters.
Okay.
And then on my end step, I'm going to move them over here.
Yeah. Creature dies, each opponent loses 1.
It'll be 3.
Well, because I have 6 lands, World Tree lets me tap my lands for any color. Suck it. Perfect mana base.
We did that.
So I'm going to tap 5, 2 black. And I'm going to cast a Demon of Fate's Design. So it's Flying Trample. Once during each of my turns, I may cast an enchantment card by paying life equal to its mana value other than its mana cost. We'll draw a card off Enchantress Presence. Whoop. All right, I will then tap 2, cast Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I can play an additional land, and my lands are every land type.
Nice.
Draw a card.
Value.
I already have to pay a lot of
I'm going to pay 4 life,
Oh, poor you.
and I'm going to cast Collective Restraint.
Oh, nice.
So go to
Domain.
24.
I don't know what that one
Draw a
does.
card. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller plays X for each creature attacking you, where X is the number of basic lands among land types I control,
okay,
which
so-
is all
yeah.
of them.
Got it.
And I'll draw a card off this Enchantress Presence. Whoa. Land.
Nice.
I will pay 1 blue to cast Bottomless Pool.
What does that do, sorry?
It when it unlocks this room, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand.
You got it.
And I can't return any of Bill's creatures because he's the monarch.
Wearing a crown.
Next Blue
It
Agent.
feels mean to return.
Yes.
So yeah, Nick's Bloom Ancient.
Reasonable.
Starves him a little bit on mana, maybe. And then with that, I will draw a card off my Enchantress Presence. I did it. Play the Sea of Cloud, because I play 2 lands per turn.
Very nice.
Nice.
Joe.
I did it. I think then I'm just going to pass the turn and reorganize my rooms a bit. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
I'm going to be activating Codex Shredder, targeting Maddie. Please mill a card. That is a creature. Each opponent loses 1. I gain 3. Go to 75. Excellent. I will then move to my untap step. Untap all this stuff, including my Eye Collector, and upkeep nothing. Draw a card. I'm going to tap all of my mana, which is a total of 9.
It's a lot of mana.
Including 2 black. I'm going to cast Dread Summons X equals 7. Each player mills X cards. For each creature card put into a graveyard this way, I get a tapped 2/2 black zombie.
So X was 7, you said?
X was 7. 3, 3, 5 is 11, plus 3 is 14. Each player loses 14, and I gain 42. And then I also get 14 zombies that are tapped. Then I will move to the attack step.
Yep.
Jerry, I'm going to attack you with Ancient Gold Dragon. Maddie, I'm going to attack you with the Eye Collector. I guess I'm just going to send the rest of these at Jerry as well. So I'm attacking with Dawnglade Regent for 8, Geth Lord of the Vault for 5, Ancient Gold Dragon for 7, and Maddie with Eye Collector for 1.
Okay.
Okay, I will be...
We'll go to 7.
Okay, so how big is the Dawnglade?
Dawnglade's an 8/8.
So I'll block Dawnglade with Cerulean Caretaker, so that'll just jump.
Okay.
No trample, right?
No trample.
Okay.
Geth does have Intimidate.
Intimidate means what?
You
Can't
cannot
block
block
it.
except for artifact creatures and black creatures.
Got it, so I can't block that.
Yeah.
So
And then 7 from Ancient Gold Dragon.
that'll be blocked with Zopradil. And then, so Geth, Zopradil, and then that, and that's everything that's coming at me?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't block Geth, so I'm blocking Zopradil and the other one.
Dragon. Yeah, Madison's taking 1. Jerry is taking 5. I'm gaining 15, 21.
And then which creatures are dying? Because this is the relevant part.
So
My Cerulean Caretaker and my Zopradil die.
Yes. I don't believe any of my creatures are dying.
So that's 2 triggers.
So 2 triggers. Each player's taking 2. We're also going to be milling a card from Eye Collector.
So I'm at 1.
And then the last trigger that I have is everybody mill a card.
Any creatures?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Creature.
1 creature. Okay.
Notably, you lose a Forest and a Dawnglade.
This is true.
Yes.
My stuff no longer has hexproof, but I am still the Monarch. That will just be the end of my turn. I'm going to draw for the Monarchy.
Untap. I don't think there's anything in this deck I can draw that's going to save me.
Unless it says win the game. Just
You're
1
right.
gray mana, win the
First.
game. Oh,
Well, I think anything I could try to do is just going to prolong the game, so I will just pass.
Well, I'm going to prolong the game. Just going to untap. See what I draw. My win the game room got milled like 3 turns ago. I don't know if there's a way to get it back.
Probably not.
Hall of Elias Generosity.
That's right.
oh, the one that...
I'm going to play a swamp for the turn.
Got it.
I'm just going to cast my commander again. Because why not? Who's going to stop me?
You've done it.
Marina Vendrell. Okay, top 7. Enchantment. Creature. Oh no. Land. Instant.
Oh, Teferi's Protection.
Enchantment.
See you later.
Land. And last one is land. Okay. So I get 2 enchantments.
I feel like I'm the dog with the coffee sitting in the room and everything's on fire. I'm like, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. I'll pay 2 to cast Starfield Mystic. Yeah, nothing I do does anything. I would like to move to combat.
You got it.
I'm going to attack you for 6.
Take it.
In the air. I'm now the monarch. Give me the credit.
That's fine. I'll go to 38.
38?
Oh, sorry, 138.
Thank you.
That's all I cared about. Oh, I'm going to have to discard a card now. Dang it. No, that's fine. Go to my end step.
You got it. Draw a card.
Discard this bountiful promenade.
All right. Actually, at the end of your turn, Jan, I'm going to mill you for 1. Dang.
Spectator series.
Okay, untap.
All right, how many creatures have to die?
6.
6. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a land. I'm going to activate Geth, Lord of the Vault, targeting this Sentinel. What's her name? Sentinel Sarah.
Lions, yeah.
Sentinel Sarah Lions. So she costs 5, 6?
Yep.
5.
5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well tap these, keep some black up. So I'm going to put target artifact or creature card with converted mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under my control tapped. Then that player mills X cards.
Mill 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3 creatures.
3 creatures.
3 creatures.
Madison
Takes
to
3.
1.
Tapped. I believe I can just move to combat and attack both of you with these zombies.
You have to pay to attack.
Oh, that's fair.
I will die the monarch, like
You're-
all monarchs should.
You're at 4.
I'm at 3.
You're at 3. I'll cast Innocent Blood. Each player sacrifices a creature.
3 creatures are dying.
3 creatures are dying. Each opponent takes 3 damage.
I'm going to gain a life and everyone's going to lose it.
Cool.
Get out of here, Star.
So let's finish resolving the...
Yeah.
All right, I'm at 1.
Path Jan's creature. Oh no, that just exiles. It doesn't even work.
What did you say?
Noticeably then, Ancient,
This is
Gold
gone.
Dragon, and Sentinel
Yes.
are gone.
Those are gone.
And this plains.
You know what? I'm going to activate Codex Trigger, charging myself.
Let's do it.
It's a swamp. I will pass the turn because I can't attack you.
Sucker. You ready?
Mhm.
Ready for this?
Do it.
Bill?
Do it.
I don't think you are
I'm ready.
I'm going to tap 5.
Mhm.
And I'm going to cast Doomwake Giant.
Okay.
Yeah,
take
no,
one.
it
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir Conrad the Grim.
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your Hall of Heliod's generosity back.
Thank
It was
you.
very
I'll
generous
this
of you to lend it to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll do it for this game. Thank you very much. Well, now it's time for the post-game wrap-up, brought to you by Burrito Splendido. Jerry?
That was the burrito wrap. I don't know.
That was weird. We already have a thing for that, so you don't have to worry about that
Oh, thank goodness
ever
we have
again,
money.
actually. Jerry, you drew like a couple of cards.
I didn't draw enough, though.
I don't think Jerry.
pretty sure
what
you
this deck
Drawn a
drew...
couple more.
I could have drawn some more. I had an option at one point to play Zendikar Resurgent, which also says draw cards.
Yep.
But I was like, you know what? Playing that doesn't draw me cards.
That's fair.
It's 7 mana do nothing spell, right? So I only had, I think, access to, I'm going to brainstorm and say 60 mana. So 7 mana really wasn't worth it to spend on
Yeah.
You did way more than Brainstorm.
that. Or 7 mana, sorry. 7 mana wasn't enough to just do nothing with
I suppose.
60 mana available to me.
Yeah. You really needed every single mana there.
I was just looking for Hoof,
Yeah.
which I then came to the conclusion the deck doesn't run. And at that point, it was just like, all right, we got to the, I forget what that card is. It's
Dominus.
the Dominus.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Double
Yeah.
power, yeah.
The double green one, the
open
double
draw.
one. And I was like, all right, well, I'm probably not going to make it another turn because everyone's going to be targeting me with everything they have. But if I get to another turn, then I have enough mana. Like the whatchamacallit was bounced to my hand, but I could just replay the
The Nixplumation.
Exclamation. And I'd have enough mana to pay for Jan's stuff. And I was like, with that much power, I'm probably going to win. And at that point, I passed the turn, which feels bad after doing all of that stuff
Yeah.
and then saying, pass the turn.
Yeah.
But there she goes. I was also just really flummoxed by balloons at the start of the game.
I think we all were.
The balloons all of a sudden had 6 power and toughness
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
early. And I was like, if that deck could have gone off. So, Maddie, what do you think was going on there?
Well, not a lot.
You had a very strong
I mean, there were some
start,
balloons
yeah.
right at the beginning. It was a strong start, and then it just did nothing.
The super tap, the super sleep stun, whatever,
Yeah.
was pretty
That
tough.
was pretty damning for
Yeah.
this deck. Yeah.
Yeah, not being able to continue making things. And then, of course,
Stay out of
just
my room.
But
specifically
then it was
having
like
Codex
you
Shredder.
popped off, and then you popped off, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's too late.
Yeah.
The clowns are going back in the clown car.
It's
Yeah.
okay. They will be back. They'll be
They will.
making a
Making,
second
uh,
appearance.
Mhm.
Clownifier too. The
Yeah.
clowning.
Speaking of rooms, Jan, there was one room that you had that was actually going to be very terrifying
Yeah, I
if
got
you had
milled.
unlocked it.
Yeah.
No.
The return all the creatures.
Yeah, the Awakenings cellar or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I had milled everybody for like 30 cards.
That was going to be my. Well, it was either that one or the other half to the toy one. Is it makes all your creatures'
Yes.
base power and toughness equal to like an insane amount.
The number of creatures you control. Yeah.
And then Jerry's like, "We sacrifice 3 creatures." I was like, "I don't have that many creatures." I thought it was cool. I like the rooms. They're all kind of silly and fun and terrifying.
Yeah.
And for anyone's asking, that Doomwake Giant I drew after the Cern Conrad, and all it would have done is killed us all faster.
Yeah.
And wouldn't have won me the game.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's why I didn't play it. But yeah, no, I like playing enchantments.
Yeah, it was really cool. You had a lot of that like glimmer, that 2-cost 2/3 that
Yeah.
discounts your
Rooms
rooms.
and enchantments, yeah.
Like really powerful.
Yeah.
That's a really good card for that deck.
Yeah, there's a couple in here that are good. And just getting enchantments off her ETB. And then some of the rooms do like crazy things. I don't even think I like drew some of the crazier rooms.
Yeah, there's something like I don't remember exactly how many rooms I added, but it's like 16. There's like actually a lot of rooms in that
Yeah.
deck.
Well, there's the one that like doubles if a ability of a permanent would trigger it again.
Yep. Yep.
And that one's kind of a wild
Doomwake Giant.
Doomwake Giant.
Yeah, I think my deck kind of goes without saying. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It ramped up thanks to that tree that I kept tapping to mill people through.
Yeah.
And even though I missed land drop, I had the Soul Ring start, so I wasn't like fully out of it. And then Sir Conrad plus Everybody Mills
Sir Conrad's
effects.
good, yeah.
Very good. Very, very powerful.
Didn't even need.
Didn't even need Valgavoth. He came out just like a little bit too late. If I had gone
Nine's
like
a lot, yeah.
9 is a lot, but if I had like the traditional big black deck, sort of shenanigans like Cabal Coffers Urborg, I would have been able to have him out, and he would have made that even more crushing, because then every time, like that last the mill spell that I did, I would have gotten all of your stuff too. I could have just played it, and I'm gaining life off the Sir Conrad. Like it would have been even tougher with this guy in play. But yeah. That'll just about do it for us here at the Spike Feeders. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are feeling generous enough, be sure to join our Patreon. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, and beside Jerry and beside me, we have names all over the place of people who have joined our illustrious ranks, our community. Over on Patreon, we do have a patron Discord where you can chat with us and other like-minded people for as little as $1 a month. And that is not a bad value proposition, if I do say so myself.
You have
Jerry?
to deal with me at that point. Well,
Don't tell them that.
I'd pay $1 a month to see all our content.
But yeah, anyway, so that will do it. Once again, thank you so much to GameGenic for sponsoring this video. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sending us this product early. Thank you to Burrito Splendido. I am hungry. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I ate so much terror. I hope I didn't fill up. I would like to eat some guacamole now. So thank you all very much. Stay well and stay safe, and have a great day.